how I jumped from $300 months to $1,000 plus months and then continued to double that. Let's talk about it. So, in 2024, last year, I fully quit my job, fully went in on my spiritual business. I was running off of credit cards for a while, like making everything work with credit cards. I was doing everything I could every day to work on my money mindset and tap into higher levels of awareness, of trust, frequency of abundance. So I was doing that. I was making, January made $0, February less than 100, March less than 100, April 500, May 300, June 300, July 300. I was in a frequency of $300 a month. August, $1,300. I jumped from $300 a month to $1,300 a month from July to August, and that was not on accident. That was not a coincidence. In the month of July and the months previous to that, I had been doing a lot of inner work, which is great. I had been connecting more and more, which is great. But there was some self-worthiness and self-belief that I still didn't have when I was only making $300 a month through my business. And $300 a month is something to celebrate, and it is a stepping stone. But what allowed me to go from $300 to $1,300 in 1 month without working harder, without doing more, without trying harder, without forcing anything. It actually was easier to make more money. What allowed me to do that was I had people in my life who were close to me at the time who told me in the month of July, when I was only making $300 in that month, I was living off of credit cards, I was raising my children, I was doing absolutely everything I could to get my business off the ground. I was putting my heart and soul into my life, into my children, into my healing, into my business. I was doing everything I could, and I made $300 that month and continued to increase my credit card debt because that was all I could do at the time. I was doing absolutely everything I could. I had people in my life that month say to me, you need to start being realistic. You need to go get a job. Your husband needs to go get a job. You guys need to be more realistic and stop doing what you're doing, basically. People in my life who I trusted, believed in my vision, but in reality, they didn't. And these people in my life, they weren't actually doing anything to raise my kids. They weren't actually doing anything to heal for me. They weren't actually doing anything to help with my chores, which I don't expect anyone to, but people who were not actually living my life, who were not actually helping me out in any tangible way, were telling me I needed to be realistic and I needed to make different decisions. That happened to me when I was making $300 a month. And the thing that I finally energetically decided that got me from $300 to $1,300 in 1 month, and since then I've continued to double and increase my income from there. Didn't stop there. But when these people said you need to be realistic and go get a job, and I said no. And I said, absolutely not. That is not realistic for me. That is not the life I want to live. That is not the life I deserve to live. I deserve to do what feels good to me and to make money doing it. I deserve to have it all. I deserve to have this work out. I deserve real support. And if you're not going to believe in me and even emotionally support me in my dreams, because you're already not supporting me in any other way, then I can't be associated with you. And this is holding a healthy boundary for yourself, because people who have given up on their dreams, they're not going to want to see you achieve yours. If they've truly given up, seeing you achieve your dreams is this big old mirror for them that will cause them to have to face some sort of shame, guilt, regret, fear, whatever they're avoiding. But that doesn't matter. That is not your job. And so what caused me to leap into this next level for me was saying no. No, I deserve this. I believe in this. I am going to make this work with nobody's help. I've got this. God's got me. It was truly this leap of faith of just not buying into lies that were being told to me. And valuing myself. Because I could have, in that same exact situation, not valued myself and said, you're right. I am being unrealistic. I need to listen to you. This person who is not helping me, this person who is not believing in me, I need to listen to you and your vision for my life and your belief in what is possible. I could have done that. And I guarantee my business would not have succeeded if I went to go get a job that wasn't on my heart to get, but because I was listening to somebody else's ideas for what I should do with my life. That is the cause of my leap in that. It was truly believing in myself and holding space for myself and setting boundaries with people who didn't believe in my vision and people who weren't truly showing up for me, recognizing I deserve to be shown up for. I deserve true support and belief, and if they aren't going to give it to me, I'm just going to give it to myself. That is self-worth, and that is so proportional to the amount of money that you're a vibrational match for. Your self-worth is directly proportional to the amount of money that you are a vibrational match for. And your self-worth is not going to be there if you are letting people walk all over you and tell you what's possible and tell you what you should be doing, and you're listening to these people. You have to listen to yourself. You have to listen to your heart. You have to listen to what you believe is possible, and you have to go for it. Because people who aren't living your life, if you let them tell you how to live it, you're going to do the same to others one day, because you've just given up on your dreams for someone else. And is that what you're here for? Is that what you are here for? I had another leap in my business. October, I made about $2,000. November, I made $4,000. Excuse me. Doubled it. I had doubled it already. I had set the intention to double it. And these might not seem like big, huge numbers, but I wasn't working hard. I had set the intention to double it. I made all this money through me and my business and my beliefs in myself. I had fun doing it. And I know, because I have this foundation of abundance in myself, that I can keep doing it. So even though this is all kind of recent, and it's not these big, huge, like, oh, I'm a millionaire number yet, I know I will get there. I know I have the ability to get there, and that's all that matters. I'm just going to enjoy where I'm at right now. Anyways, doubled it again from October to November. We did $2,000 to $4,000, about. In this month, I had yet another person in my life who was incredibly close to me say, "You're not being realistic," while I was already making money. What you believe in isn't real. What else? A whole lot of nasty things were said about me to my face about how it wasn't working and how it wasn't real and how I was wrong for following my heart and how I was wrong for trying to share my light in the world and all these things. And once again, I said, no, that is you. That is your projection. That is not reality. That is not reality. And once again, I doubled my income. And I wasn't working harder. I was actually probably working less because I was working through a lot of pain, and I was probably working less on my actual business. But I doubled my income once again because I didn't let the external world, I didn't let anyone or anything tell me who I was or what was possible or what I could do. I didn't let anyone tell me that I was a bad person for having loving intentions. I didn't let the world tell me anything about my reality, and I continued to create it for myself. And I'm gonna continue to do so. But each time I've up leveled, it wasn't because I believed in money more. It was because I believed in myself more. I saw my value more. I didn't let external things tell me who I was or where I was going. I recognized them for projections, and I didn't allow them into my space. And there you go. That's how you up level, and you keep up leveling. It's not just about money. It's about your self-worth and who you know you are. And I know my heart, I know my intentions, I know my truth, and I'm going to keep on that path because this is so much more than making $1,000 a month or $10,000 a month or whatever your goal is. This is so much more than that. This is following your heart, following your truth, doing what you know is right, and being an example in the world, being an example for your children, for your friends, for your family, for whoever. You owe it to yourself, most of all, but you also owe it to the world. Well, you don't owe the world shit, but but I feel it's of service to the world. I want to serve the world. I don't owe the world, but I want to serve the world. And I can only do that by tapping into my heart and following my heart and not letting people who are not doing that derail me. So there you go. Every time I have doubled my business, done like a big increase energetically, because it's all energy, it has been because I have stood my ground and dug deeper into my truth and my trust. It's not because I've worked harder. It's because I've believed more in myself and what's possible. And I've not believed people who are in limitation, lack, fear, shame, guilt. People who are in shame and guilt will project it onto others. And it's your job to not let that land on you. Let that shit fly. But yeah, that's the key to big up levels, is to respect yourself, feel worthy, know your worth, know your truth, and keep going after it. Because when I was making $300 a month, barely making it work, but still believing in my vision, fucking scraping it together, didn't have food in the fridge at the end of the month. We were eating these scrappy meals. And people were telling me, you need to be realistic. This is what you need to do. Yet they were not offering support. I didn't listen to them because I know what I deserve. And it's up to you to know what you deserve. And there you go. That's the video. Have a beautiful day. You deserve whatever you desire. Your desires are safe guidance. Sending you love. Bye.